MIT just dropped a shocking report that 95% of AI projects are failing. Do you know what is interesting? MIT reported that this isn't a technology failure, it's an execution failure. And a big part of this issue is a lack of organizational change management. In this video, I will show you the best AI change management communication strategies to successfully roll out AI within your organization. I've done change management now for over 20 years, and I recently increased adoption for AI and M365 Copilot at a wide range of organizations, including Gap Inc., Yale University, and other Microsoft Copilot, CRM AI, ERP AI, and ChatGPT implementations. Here is a key lesson I've told my change management clients, and something you should keep in mind and also communicate to people within your organization. Here it is. AI will not replace humans. Humans using AI will replace humans who are not using AI. This is the new reality. Here is an AI rollout change management communication plan that is also free that you can use for your AI communications. You will notice that it involves a cadence of the different types of communications you should send out to increase the success of adoption. One of the key reasons why people resist AI is a lack of awareness. So that makes it critical that in your awareness communication, you want to introduce the why behind the AI implementation. So if you take a look at this template after you've downloaded this document, you will see the objective of your first round of awareness communications is to introduce the why behind the AI implementation. This communication should go out to all employees that are impacted by the AI implementation. There are different channels you can use. It could be an email that a leader is you can request one of the leaders or the project sponsor to cascade down an email to all of the impacted users. It could be a video message from your CEO or your CIO or your CTO. It could also involve digital posters. Those are just a few examples for you to consider. Here is the key theme you want to make sure doesn't get lost in your awareness communication. AI is here to help. It is not here to replace anyone. Okay? And when you scroll to the right of this communication, you will see who the owner of that communication should be, the timing of sending out the awareness communication. So when you download this free template, you will be able to change the date here. And that date impacts all of these activities. So let's say, for example, the start date is today. Let's enter 9/8 here. You will notice that all of these changes based on what has been entered, but you don't need to use this. You can just enter the start date and also the end date for the different activities based on the recommended timing here. So if your rollout is 6 weeks from now, all you have to do just back that into today when you are completing your templates. You say 6 weeks from now, what is the start date today? What is the end date? Okay. Sometimes it takes a couple of days to send out communications to different departments. If it's a small number of people that are impacted, then the start date should be the same as the end date. That is for awareness. There is also leadership alignment that needs to happen. There is the pre-launch engagement that also needs to happen. That is communication. What's the difference between a communication that you send out via email versus something that is communicated as part of a town hall, as part of all hands, or as part of a meeting? Those are interactive components of communicating a change. If you're doing a roadshow, you are still communicating AI as being implemented, but now it's an interactive forum versus you just sending out an email. Another communication that should go out is the launch. This is where you announce go live is today, and also include information about office hours. Office hours is where people can go to get help. Office hours is normally 30 minutes to 1 hour, and you can have multiple office hours during the week where the AI is implemented. Anyone that seeks help can join and ask their question. And when they have their questions answered, they can hop off the call. Post go live is another communication that needs to be sent out. That way you can reinforce the benefits. You also want to provide ongoing support, so ongoing FAQs, reaching out to people via surveys to see how people are adopting the change. So this is one of many resources that we are providing to you to help you increase the successes of your AI implementation. For the next resource, we are going to be discussing the AI change management strategic playbook. Here is the free change management strategic playbook for you to use for your AI implementation, including for your communications. At the end of this video, I will show you how to get access to this free playbook and also how to download it. When you access this playbook, it is in PowerPoint. You will come to this slide here. You can click on Start here. You can click on Overview, but our main focus for today is this section here that says AI communication, because that outlines your AI communication strategies to help increase your successes for your AI communication. So let me click on it. When you click on it, it will bring you here, and you want to go to the next slide. The first thing you will see here is a proposed strategy for you and your team to implement. The goal of this playbook is for you to take this document, make some few tweaks to make it your own, and then you can implement these strategies as well as socialize this with your stakeholders. One of the things you want to do is implement a hybrid communication approach. What this is, it involves a top-down and a bottoms-up approach. For the top-down approach, you want to provide leaders of impacted departments with communications and ask them to cascade these communications. For the bottom-up approach, you and other members of the change and project team should be sending up communications to impacted users. You also want to gather feedback from people that will be impacted by this change. This hybrid communication approach really goes a long way in ensuring a successful AI communication. And here is a visual illustration of this top-down and bottom-up approach. So with the top-down, the change team and the project team, they are providing communications to leaders and managers. Those leaders and managers are cascading those communications to impacted users. For the bottom up, you have the communication resource or the change management resource or the project resource sending up communications, for example, meeting invites or awareness communication, or we are going live in XYZ time period, right? Those types of tactical communications should be sent by the change and project team, or should be sent by a communication resource. And the hybrid is basically a combination of the two, of the top down and also the bottom up. This approach is something that I have used again and again as part of my change management consulting opportunities to help increase engagement, to help increase AI communication efficiency, and also the overall change management success. Something else you want to do is apply a multi-pronged communication channel. So you want to leverage corporate communications. As part of your organization, you already know communications that are going out to your department or all departments. You can reach out to the owners of those communications and say, we would like to provide awareness about our project. Can we include a sentence or a paragraph in your corporate communication? There are also departmental communications you can leverage: newsletters, videos, podcasts, direct emails are effective communication channels for you to use. When you get access to this free playbook, you want to tweak the information here based on the frequently used communication channels within your organization. Something else is the communication approach. As you are putting together and finalizing your AI communication strategy, you want to determine, will you be leveraging corporate communications on a monthly, on a weekly, on a quarterly basis? Okay. For the departmental communications, you want to leverage a bi-weekly cadence, but it might not really be possible to do a bi-weekly. You might want to do a monthly. So as part of your change assessments, one of the things you will want to do is a communication needs assessment. And that communication needs assessment will determine the cadence for which you are sending out communications, as well as to the audience. So once again, when you have access to this detailed change management AI implementation playbook, it provides you literally with step-by-step information as to the channels you should use to communicate your AI awareness, your AI updates, the frequency for which you should use, as well as gathering feedback mechanism, implementing a feedback mechanism. That way you are gathering feedback from impacted users. A feedback mechanism includes sending out surveys or having an anonymous feedback inbox or an anonymous feedback form. Leveraging the change champions is another way you can gather feedback as well as communicate information about your AI. And let us go back to this slide here. We just covered at a high level communication strategies and plans, as well as channels for you to use. But there is an important aspect that you have to first implement in order for you to effectively develop and roll out your communication strategy. And that aspect is conducting your initial round of change management assessments. You want to do your impact assessment. Which groups, which departments, which individuals will be affected? You want to do a communication needs assessment. Here is where you are talking to stakeholders. You are talking to your change champion individuals to really determine within each impacted department, how do they prefer to be communicated with? A lot of times, projects and change practitioners make the mistake of thinking they know how people want to be communicated with. I have been very successful in delivering organizational change management because one of the things I do is I don't make assumptions. I go talk to impacted users. I talk to change champions. I say, people within your organization, how do they like to receive communications? How do they like to receive training? And that will now help you determine the cadence, the channels, and the means for which you will deliver AI communication. There are a couple of things that you want to keep in mind when implementing your communication, and that is the when is the AI going to be rolled out? Before that day, that go live day, you want to send out what we call countdown communications. Best practice is start your go live countdown 3 weeks before go live. So 3 weeks before go live, you send out a communication. Hey, everyone, we are going live with this implementation in 3 weeks' time. And then the next week, you do a T minus 2 weeks readiness communication where you tell people here are FAQs for you to reference before go live. If you need help, join office hours. If you need help, reach out to us. And then go live minus 1 week, you also send another communication letting people know go live is less than 1 week from now. Get ready. And then on the go live date, you send out another communication letting people know we have gone live with this AI implementation and encourage people to join office hours. What is office hours? Office hours is really 30 to 60-minute session that you schedule. It could be multiple sessions during the go live week where anyone can join those sessions to ask questions or to seek help about the AI that is being implemented. Somebody could say, I am trying to get this AI to summarize this long email for me. I am having an issue doing that. Can you show me live how to do that? That's the benefit of office hours. People can hop on the call, ask their questions, and then hop off after their questions have been answered. So, what is an AI communication strategy, and why is it important for you to know the real definition? An AI communication strategy is a structured plan to help employees understand what the AI tool is, why it really will be making a difference, and how it benefits them. It ensures leaders are aligned, managers feel confident about the AI tool, and impacted end users are empowered to successfully use the AI tool. An AI communication strategy is more than just sending out a few emails. It's about building a narrative to help foster understanding and prepare your entire organization for the inevitable changes that AI will bring. Something to keep in mind is this: effective AI communication involves three key things: clarity, consistency, and credibility. You need to provide consistent messaging delivered through credible leaders or influencers in your organization. And don't forget the why. Your change management strategy for your AI implementation should be able to connect the AI tool to your overall company mission or business objective. You also want to emphasize again and again and again the WIFM. WIFM is WIIFM. It means what's in it for me. Human beings, we always think from a what's in it for me perspective. Even if we don't vocalize it, we are thinking about it. And so, from a change management perspective, when communicating about the AI, you want to ensure that you are emphasizing what's in it for people. Before the AI tool is implemented, your AI implementation communication plan should already be active. And that is part of the pre-launch communication phase. This includes pre-launch messaging, internal town halls, FAQs, and also readiness, communication countdowns, and campaign. A solid AI change management plan should prepare employees not just for what is changing, but for how it affects them. You are not just launching a tool, you are launching a mindset shift. Wondering how to communicate AI changes to employees? The answer: make it relevant. Speak to how AI impacts their role, not in technical terms, but in daily outcomes, like saving time, eliminating repetitive tasks, or improving decision making. And here are the actionable steps to build your robust change management strategy. One, uh, you want to ensure, even before you draft a single message, clearly define the purpose of the AI tool and the specific impact on different departments and roles. A sales team using AI for lead generation will have different concerns and benefits than a customer success team using AI for automated responses. Another thing you want to keep in mind is to ensure that you craft your main message and key benefits. And then something else is develop and implement a multi-channel communication roadmap. And we have provided you with the free communication plan and roadmap, and also the AI implementation playbook for you to use for your multi-channel communication approach. You will have a lot of people being fearful as to whether they're going to lose their job from this AI implementation. So you want to make sure you are addressing people's concerns. You also want to make sure you identify and establish a change champion network for the AI implementation. After you roll out the changes, there are some key communication activities you need to do, and here they are. One of them is now you are implementing the multi-channel launch blitz. Maximize visibility and excitement by ensuring that you are leveraging multiple communication channels simultaneously. This creates a buzz and ensures that key information is hard to miss. You also want to provide clear next steps of what people should expect over the next couple of weeks and months. You also want to highlight what's in it for them, the with them. Very, very important. You also want to empower managers as key channels for frontline communications to frontline employees. You also want to send out regular tips and tricks. For example, what you can do today kinds of messaging. And I know a lot of you have been asking, where can I access all of these free templates that we've gone over today? I want everyone, here's how you can access those, and I would like everyone to follow along. Click on the free trial all-in-one change management software link under this video, and you will be brought to this free trial checkout page. You get 14 days to try this out for free, and you can also invite your colleagues to also test out the platform. So just enter your first name, enter your last name, and then enter your email. So I've entered the demo email that I am using for today's demo. You can enter a phone number for two-factor authentication. You enter your company name, demo, and this is just me just entering something in here. And then you want to enter the name of your first project. A lot of times people will just enter first project, okay? And then select I am not a robot and start my free trial. And the system will create a free 14 days account for you, and you will be brought to your main dashboard. What you want to do, you want on the sidebar, you see where it says free resources. You click on that and let us go find communications. This is communications right here. And the Excel document that we went over, the AI change communication plan and roadmap, is this one. You can download it. You can download any of these sample communications. All of these are free for you to download. Let us go to the playbook. Here we have the OCM strategic playbook for AI implementation. Just click on download. And as you are here, you can poke around. There are so many other free resources like the Change Impact resources, Change Champion Network free resources, doing engagements and briefings resources. There's a ton of resources for you that are. So how can you invite other members of your team to also test out this all-in-one change management platform? Very easy. After you've created your free trial account, on the sidebar, you want to scroll down to user management. And when you click on user management, you will see there's only one user, which is you. And you want to click on create user. And this is where you add, for example, Jane Doe, and enter, for example, Jane at abc.com. Select the person's role. For example, you could do admin. That way they can have access to the entire platform. Or you can do account owner. So it's either admin or account owner. For now, let's go with admin. And then you can enter the username. So Jane 2025 September as an example. And then if you want, you can also add Jane Doe's title. And then you click on create user. And what will happen is Jane Doe will receive a notification that she has been added to the all-in-one change management software. But it helps, though, if you let Jane Doe know ahead of time that you have added Jane Doe to this all-in-one change management tool. And obviously, I mean Jane Doe as an example. It could be John Doe, it could be Harry, it could be Larry, it could be whoever you want to invite to be part of your account so you all can collaborate together as a team. And you can add multiple people, up to 10 people as part of your trial. If you subscribe, you can add as many people as you want, but for the free trial, it's really limited to 10 people for each free trial account. If you have any questions, go ahead and comment below this video. To continue your change management journey, go ahead and watch the next video. And don't forget to like this video so I know that you found it valuable. And also subscribe to our channel for more content. And don't forget to check out the free resources that we are providing to you. Good luck.